Okay. Good afternoon. I would like to call this meeting to order. Today's date is March 21st, 2024. First, I would like to welcome the two ad hoc board members who are joining us today for the Oak Run Solar Project item on our agenda, Summerford Township Trustee Jim Moran and Madison County Commissioner Chris Wallace. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for your involvement in general. Our first order of business is our roll call, which will be conducted by Jeff Jones, the board's legal director.
Chair French.
Here.
The Department of Agriculture.
Here.
Department of Health.
Here.
Department of Natural Resources.
Here.
Department of Development.
Here.
Environmental Protection Agency.
Here.
Public Member Greg Sloan.
Here.
Summerford Township Trustee Jim Moran.
Here.
Madison County Commissioner Chris Wallace.
Here.
Representative Mike Skindell.
Here.
Senator Bill Reineke.
Here.
Senator Kent Smith.
Here.
Chair French, we have a quorum.
Thank you. The next order of business is approving the minutes from the meeting of January 18, 2024. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes as prepared?
Move to approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any comments or discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? The minutes as prepared are approved, and next we'll move on to our agenda with Judge Wallstra, starting with item number 1, case 22549 ELBGN, please.
In this order, the board approves and adopts the stipulation and recommendation and directs that a certificate of environmental compatibility and public need be issued to Oak Run Solar Project for the construction, operation, and maintenance of an 800 megawatt solar facility, two 230 kilovolt transmission lines, and a 300 megawatt battery energy storage facility in Monroe, Summerford, and Deer Creek Townships in Madison County, subject to the conditions set forth in the stipulation and modified by the order.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Yeah, is this the time we make a comment? Is that now?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, I
Commissioner
will-
Wallace, okay.
Yeah, appreciate that, thank you. Yeah, I'll keep my comments brief. I just want to say that the Madison County Board of Commissioners have opposed the Oak Run Solar Project. Deer Creek Township has voted to oppose the Oak Run Solar Project. Summerford Township has voted to oppose the Oak Run Solar Project. And also Monroe Township has voted to oppose the Oak Run Solar Project. As well, we've received a letter of opposition to this project from our local Madison County Farm Bureau, and the county commissioners have received countless phone calls, text messages, emails, letters in opposition to this project. So I just want to state clearly on the record that if this board is to approve this project, they would be doing so in the face of strong local opposition, I think spitting in the face of Madison County voters. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Moran?
Yes, I have a lot of the same comments. First of all, I appreciate the opportunity for letting me talk about this today. My name is Jim Moran. I have been a township trustee in Summerford Township in Madison County for approximately 30 years. I am here today as a voting member representing Deer Creek, Summerford, and Monroe Townships, which the Oak Run project would be located. Madison County was established and has a long record relying on its agricultural history. In today's world, agriculture in Madison County is still one of the top producing income revenues. It has some of the best soils and most productive land in the state of Ohio. That being said, I would like to comment on a few items of importance. We in Madison County feel that our contribution to alternative energy has certainly been met or exceeded. Current prime farmland, including approximately 6,000 acres or more, are being developed now. If Oak Run is approved, it will push that number over 12,000 acres. If every county in the state of Ohio would contribute that kind of acreage to this type of energy production, the prime farmland taken out of production would be astronomical. The Oak Run project has brought opposition from township, county commissioners, and state elected positions. This commission has on file strong opposition from Monroe, Summerford, and Deer Creek townships. The Madison County Commissioners strongly oppose this project. The Madison County Trustee Association, which includes all 13 townships, by unanimous vote oppose this project. the Honorable Brian Stewart, State Representative in our district, opposed this project, and our Senator Michelle Reynolds, which will become effective January 1 of 2025, is in opposition also. Furthermore, as recent as the primary election, the voting citizens made it clear that they were strongly opposed to more solar development in Madison County. The candidate who won the primary by a 36% margin, who based his campaign on opposition to no more solar, beat an incumbent of 30 years or more of public service, which had expressed his intentions for support for the Oak Run project. What that strongly states to us as elected officials is that the constituents of Madison County are impacted by this commission's findings. That being said, this board must come to the conclusion that the Oak Run project fails to serve the public interest, convenience, and necessity that is talked about in the High Revised Code. It is now apparent that government and citizens' opposition to this project are apparent at a great degree in Madison County, perhaps to a greater degree than past rulings by this commission. The commission denying approval after staff recommendations for approval would not be unprecedented. As I understand it, the commission had this similar scenario occurred in the Republic Wind case, which they denied the application. On the Birch Solar case, the commission concluded that unanimous and consistent opposition of the project by the government entities existed. That also was denied. With this information being presented here today, along with a long list of opposition to this project during fact findings, this board should strongly consider denying this application. Thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Moran. Thank you both for your thoughtful comments. We very much appreciate them, and we appreciate you being here. I am going to, for purposes of the record, ask Judge Wallstra to just briefly respond as it relates to what was discussed by these two
Yeah.
gentlemen, please.
Thank you both for your comments. Obviously there was a lot of opposition to this. What we have to take into consideration is the evidence that was presented when it came before the administrative law judges who heard the case at that time. It wasn't necessarily unanimous opposition. I believe there were some local leaders who expressed some support from school boards, at least one commissioner, and I think since then a state senator has voiced support from the area. Also, I think the big thing is we did want to take into consideration what was stated by the locals and why they were opposed to it. A big thing obviously was the loss of farmland. This project has a novel agrivoltaic program where they want to have crops, livestock grown between their solar panel rows. I think that is something that struck us in considering this case, and something we want to hold the developer to. It's not just fluff. We want to make sure that that is something that we strongly consider and expect to see be a major part of this project, both right as soon as it's in operation and down the road. As well, obviously, neighbor impacts, obviously farmland around the area. We want to, drain tile damage is a big concern. As part of the conditions in the order, it's making sure that drain tiles, any damage is avoided. It's repaired quickly and efficiently. Another big concern is the aesthetics. Obviously, I think a lot of people expressed concerns that they just didn't want to see them. We have significant setbacks going beyond even what is proposed in our recent rules. In some cases, 100 feet further from what the rules provide, as well as a vegetative screening that's wildlife permeable, farm fencing. And I think there's also a lot of decommissioning. There's going to be a major bond that will be assessed consistently to ensure that any decommissioning is cared for.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge Wallstra. Is there any other discussion, any other comments? Okay, all right. Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. There is no additional discussion or comments. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay.
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 Okay, with 7 votes in favor and 2 votes against, item number 1 is approved. Thank you, everyone. Item number 2, case 23650 ELBTA, please.
In this order, the board grants the application by Firelands Wind to amend its certificate for construction of a transmission line, subject to certain conditions.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 2 is approved. Item number 3, case 23844 ELBTA, please.
In this order and certificate, the board grants the application filed by American Transmission Systems Incorporated to amend its certificate, subject to certain conditions.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 3 is approved. Item number 4, case 23890 ELBTX, please.
In this entry, the board grants the request of AEP Ohio to withdraw its application for a certificate of a proposed transmission line in Washington County, Ohio.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Item number 4 is approved. All right. Okay, that is the end of our agenda. Are there any additional comments from board members or staff? Hearing none, we are adjourned. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.